Sometimes I get so emotional, and it's like that Jeffrey Osborne song. Jeffrey Osborne was a R&B singer from the 80s, and he had an album called Emotional, and there's a song on the album called Emotional. And I just get so emotional sometimes. Whitney Houston also had a song where she said, I get so emotional. Um, I don't know how to handle my emotions, and I'm emotional all the time. I feel it all the time. I feel it when I wake up. I feel it when I go to sleep. I feel it constantly. I feel uh, emotional all the time, and it's really hard. And I I was gonna make a video about pain, but then I realized I think I've made about 5 or 6 videos about pain on this channel already, so I need to pick another word to build a video around. So I'm not gonna make a video called pain or any variant, conscious pain or anything like that. So I picked the word emotional. So I titled this video Emotional. Thinking of the Jeffrey Osborne song "Emotional." Um, I don't know if that was a hit song or whatever, but it was an R&B song in the '80s, and it played in the R&B radio in the '80s. I I don't know what to do with my emotions. I feel so much desire towards so many people, and I feel so lost all the time. And I get confused, and I worry about drought, how drought is going to consume this planet. Drought is going to make living on this planet worse and worse. There's going to be less food supply, potentially, because the drought's getting worse significantly every year. Unless we could find a way to science the ish out of it, as they say in that movie from 2013, that Matt Damon movie, where he goes to Mars and he starts farming on Mars. And the way he farms on Mars was he scienced the ish out of it. Ish isn't the word, you know what I mean. Science the ish out of it, and the way you um, the way you survive on a planet that is slowly ripping itself to pieces through climate change is you use science to figure out how to grow crops on a planet that has more and more drought. And so I guess this video isn't just about being emotional. It's also about still worrying about climate change, even though I made other videos worrying about climate change. But I get emotional because I don't know how we're going to survive in this country and the world if there's going to be more and more drought. And what's going to happen to the soil? Is the soil going to be more and more depleted over time? And it's a scary thing to think about. And I'm worried about the future, and I'm worried about CO2 emissions. CO2 emissions are the number one thing I'm worried about. That's why we need to build more solar power plants. We need to build more wind power plants, and we need to build more dense cities that are able to withstand forest fires. And we need more people taking the bus, and we need less people driving because that will reduce emissions. Here's the thing. I don't know if we can solve climate change. We also need more recycling. We need to reduce microplastics somehow. I don't know if we can solve climate change, but it's something that we all need to think about. And I find thinking about that makes my other troubles and my other worries go away when I think about climate change. So I do get very emotional. And I'm very lonely, but I don't let my loneliness consume me. I don't get in bad relationships because I don't let my loneliness put me in bad relationships. I could do that. I could let my loneliness put me in bad relationships, but I don't think that would be beneficial to me long term. I think I want to find the right um, love affair. I want to find the right partner in crime. I want to find the right romantic liaison. How do you say? Romantic liaison. romantic liaison, romantic liaison, romantic liaison. I don't know how to say that word. I know how to spell it. Liason, romantic liaison. I want to find the right romantic liaison, but I don't want to be in too much of a hurry and pick the wrong person, because I think you take a risk when you do that, and if you pick the wrong person, it would have a negative effect on your life. If you choose the wrong partner, they might be verbally abusive to you. They might try to take all your money. They might try to beat you up. They might be physically abusive. They might be verbally abusive. They might tell you to take money from your parents and give it to them. They might tell you to, they might be bougie. You might find a bougie partner. You might find yourself with a bougie partner that wants a middle-class lifestyle, where you don't want a middle-class lifestyle. You want a lower-class lifestyle because that's what you can afford. But if you have a bougie partner, they could want a middle-class lifestyle that you can't afford. So that's why I focus on platonic friendships, because platonic friendships are easier to maintain. Sometimes when you go into a deeper romantic relationship, you're not able to maintain that in a way that you can maintain a platonic relationship. It's easier to maintain a platonic relationship than it is a romantic relationship, and some things are easier to maintain, and some things there's less jealousy. If it's not romantic, then there's going to be less jealousy if it's just platonic. That does cause health problems, but nothing that can't be solved. There's nothing that's broken that can't be fixed. The biggest thing I try to do is I meditate, and I try to sometimes sleep less. Sometimes I have sleepless nights, and those sleepless nights are a good thing. And sometimes it's hard to go to sleep at night. Sometimes the pain is so much that it's hard to go to sleep. But if you practice mindfulness and you practice meditation and you practice breathing right, and not sleeping too much, not sleeping too little, but sleeping just right. If you adjust your sleep patterns, you can find a healthy lifestyle that you're looking for. If you adjust your sleep patterns, and you can find something hopeful, and you can find your way out of the darkness. And the world might seem really miserable sometimes, and it might seem really hard, like you can't handle the pain or whatever, but it can get better. Life can get better. And it's emotions. You get really emotional, and it's hard to deal with your emotions. It's hard to be like, oh, I'm so emotional. I don't know what to do. I'm so transfixed on this, transfixed on that. And you might fall. You might falter and you might fall, but you keep trying. You keep hoping for something more. You keep hoping that one day you'll find that person who could change you, that person who could turn your life upside down. And that might not happen. But if you practice mindfulness and you practice the right decision making and clear thinking, and you stay away from abusive substances that can control you, and not substances that you control, substances that control you. You say no to drugs, you say no to drinking. You do all those things and you might survive. You might figure out how to deal with the pain. Pain is things that can be managed. Pain can be managed, pain can be reduced. You want it to be conscious pain, because if you throw the pain in the back of your head, you're going to forget it's there and it could destroy you. If the pain's in the front of your head, you're going to say, this is where I want to be. This is exactly where I want to be, exactly how I want to live. I want the pain right here. I want to feel it in my heart. I don't want the pain somewhere else in some other part of my body. I want the pain right here. And I want to feel the pain all the time. If you feel the pain all the time and you focus on the pain, then maybe the pain will go away. Maybe you can figure out ways to make the pain go away. If you think about it all the time and you always are concerned about it and you're conscious about it and you're considerate to other people's emotions and considerate to what other people's desires are, what other people want, what are other people looking for in relationships, then you'll find the answer to your questions. And people might laugh at you and think you're a loser for not pursuing romance or whatever. And people might think you're a loser, and people think you're living all the wrong way. You're living not how you're supposed to be living. You're making the wrong decisions. You're you're not trying hard enough, you're not doing the right things, but you can't always worry about what other people are going to say about you, what other people are going to think about you. That's gossip. That's gossip, and gossip can destroy you. If you wanted to, if you allow it to, gossip can destroy you, and you can't let gossip run your life. You can't let gossip rule your world. You can't be like, oh, this isn't the right way to live, so I'm going to do something completely different. You can do something completely different, but you should do something completely different because you want to do something completely different, not because someone else is telling you should do something completely different. You want conscious pain. The way you get out of hell is you actually feel your pain. You actually feel the hell you're in, and you get out by doing the good things, by doing the right things, and living how Jesus wants you to live, and being the man you're supposed to be, and making the right decisions, and being a good person. Good people can get out of hell if they really try, and if sometimes it happens, I don't know. Meditation helps, mindfulness helps, I don't know what to say. Let me know in the comments below, do you feel emotional like I do? A lot of us feel emotional from time to time. Let me know in the comments below if you feel emotional as well. Please subscribe to my channel to be part of the community. And please like this video, it really helps the channel out a lot. Thank you for watching, have a great day, bye-bye.